Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Hammerhead. I hope you're having an amazing day. And yes, y'all read that right. We are going house hunting for the third time since moving to London. Unfortunately, the landlord is selling our flat, so we have to leave by the end of April. So I spent a lot of March looking at places, doing all that good stuff, and I vlogged it all. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. Okie dokie, so for our first day, we went over to Bethnal Green and we saw two places. At this point, we were both looking for a place to be together, and we liked this one. It was really new, it was really fresh, it was recently redone, but it was also the first place we saw, and we didn't want to like hop into something without seeing kind of like what else there is to offer. And the next place we saw was not quite what we were looking for. Okay, so I just got back. Minsa and I went to go see a flatshare. It was supposed to be 2 bedrooms, but I guess like one of them already like got rented out because there was only one room to see, and we were like, well, we're both moving in. And he was like, oh, like, well, for couples, it's gonna be an extra $100. We're like, great, but we need 2 rooms for 2 people because we're not a couple. And he said, oh, my bad. You know what, shout out him. He said, no questions. He said, I don't judge, but we did not like that flat at all. And we kind of had like a little bit of a conversation of kind of like what we're looking for, because I want to live in the east side. We're already on the west side, and it's already like a long commute for her to go to work. And so I think we just kind of realized like maybe her moving back to the east side with me is not like the best idea for her commute wise. So I think we're just not going to live together in our next flat. So that is sad. Like, I love living with Minsa, but also I think it's gonna be just better for both of us because I'm gonna be in a place that I really wanna be in and I really love, and exploring and all that good stuff. And she's gonna be not having to like have the longest commute in the world, going to work and everything. So I think it's just gonna work out better. I'm just gonna look online and see if I can find anything in Facebook group chats, because I've seen a few places that are like 1 room in my price range and where I wanna live. So I need to reach out to them already and kind of just start getting that ball rolling. Let's make dinner and let's start house hunting online again. Okay, after talking to many people on Facebook and Spare Room and all that good stuff, I had not 1, not 2, but 5 viewings on this day, and this was the first house I saw today. Just finished viewing number 1. Super cute area. Really lovely park, like by it. People were super great. The only thing is the room is so tiny. It's a very small room. It's smaller than the room that I originally lived in whenever I first moved here. And also, it's more expensive than I thought. And it's going to be out of my price range, I think. So, okay, the next place I went on over to Hackney Wick, and I like the Hackney Wick area, but it's a little bit hard to get around transport-wise. And also, I just wasn't impressed with the house. After that, I met up with some friends for coffee at Savente, and we all went to the next house viewing, and this one was also really small. After that house, I saw this house, and they were spacious. The rooms were spacious, however, it was just not well kept up. Minsa and I needed a little puppy pub break, and then it was on to the last house of the day. Y'all, I was so freaking tired and cold, and I was like losing my mind towards the end of the day, but we persevere, and we get it done, and I met a cool DJ at this house viewing, so that was a really cool, it was really fun to meet her. And then for the last day of house viewings, I saw 3. 2 were in Whitechapel and 1 was in Mile End. And the one in Mile End I really liked, but the transport was just not really going to be fabulous. But the 2 in Whitechapel were pretty good contenders, so there's a lot to think about and a lot to figure out. Okay, so let's chit chat. Just got home from house hunting. My hands are freezing. There was a hailstorm. There were 2 hailstorms that hit today. One when I was at home and I was like, oh, thank goodness I didn't go out. And then another one when I was at Tower Bridge and I was like, oh, it's hailing and it's hitting my eyes and it hurts. So that's fabulous. But anyways, I saw 3 houses. They were all in East London. And the first one, it was like just, sometimes in London, you can get like those weird pockets where even though it's pretty central, it's kind of hard to get to. And like the buses aren't really great for commuting and stuff. So I just wasn't super crazy about the neighborhood. Like, it was a nice neighborhood, but it was just very like suburban. I don't really want to do that one, but the room was a really decent size for like the price. The second house I saw, it was again no living room because it's a flat share, but the kitchen was really nicely sized. The bedroom was pretty okayly sized. The furniture was nice. The only thing is that one, the main like link of transportation would be a tube station, and I don't like taking the tube every single day just because the tube is like insanely expensive, and they just increased their prices this month. And so literally taking the tube to and from work is like £6.20. And
And also, furthermore, I just like taking the bus more. I enjoy sitting on the top deck, you know, looking out at the windows and listening to music and like just being on my phone. Like, I enjoy taking the bus more just because like I can be on my phone, I can like apply to things, I can edit videos, like I can do like productive stuff on the bus. I don't mind whenever the bus takes longer. So yeah, I don't know, much to think about with that one. And then the last one, it was really nice. The room was a really good size for the price. I basically had my own bathroom, which would be pretty cool. And then also there was a living room, which was really nice. The main thing I don't know about that one is just like, and it was also super, super central. Like, it would be so easy to get literally anywhere in London. It would take me like no time to get anywhere in London, which is really nice. The main thing with that one is I don't know if I would get along super well with the roommates that are already there. They seem really cool and nice, but we're just in different stages of life, and I don't know if that would be like weird. So I don't know. It's much to think about. I need to make a pros and cons list of like what I saw, what I liked, what I didn't like, and just kind of like break it all down. But yeah, it was a really, really good house viewing. I had one viewing on Monday at like 8 p.m. and I really liked that one. It had a living room, it had a balcony. The room was a pretty good size. The furniture was nice. The people who lived there were my age, and I think we would, you know, be able to get along well with each other. So I think that's super important. And it was like a pretty good part of town where I think I'd be able to bus around and also take the tube really easy anywhere. And I did say, hey, I want to move forward in this process. So we're kind of already like getting like the groundwork going. So I do think I'm gonna go with that. But it's more so I just wanted to keep my options open and kind of like just see what's going on other places as well. And just make sure, like, because we are so early on in that process, it's like if I do see something that I'm like, okay, you know what, actually like this is like a better deal, it's better budget, whatever, I can go with that. But I think I'm probably gonna stick with the one I saw on Monday just because I did really like it. It was a really cute flat. And it seems like a really nice place to live. So I vlogged all those a while ago and there hasn't really been any update. I've just sent off my stuff for referencing for one of the places. Hopefully I'll hear back today or tomorrow about that I get the house. And then I have to move by the end of April. So lots to do, but thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And if you enjoyed this video, if you could please like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Okay, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.